Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday night. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin and whether you can make $1 million. Can you make $1 million with Dogecoin? Has that already passed us? We'll be talking about that in the stream tonight. If you are here in the stream, welcome. If you are watching this on video, you missed the stream, you couldn't ask your questions, but you can always leave comments below. And I always invite you to like the video and please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We'll be talking about some other news as well, what's going on in the markets. Right now, this evening, we're seeing a little bit of red across the crypto market, so we'll be checking in on the charts on that as well. So let me drop down to the corner here. Let's look at Doge. Doge right at 8.11 cents right now as we're starting. So we'll be watching this. If this dips down any lower, maybe starts attempting to bounce off this 8-cent support. We were talking about that last night. What a strong support line that is, because we had just hit it before going on stream last night, and Doge had recovered up, and it's been a little bit of up and down, but 8 cents still seems like strong support. On the Dogecoin chart, I go out to the 4-hour, zoom out a bit, and we see 10 hits on this 8-cent line that Doge has had in about, well, this was 18th of January, so about a month and a half. We've had that, and only once did it come down any significantly lower here. Just one candle here on the 4-hour, where Doge dropped down to about 7.85 or so, but came right back up. So 8-cent, very strong support. And Doge has been just trading sideways in this lower range between 8 and 9 cents. And that's where we are right now with sideways trading. Been doing that for a week now. And we'll see as we go forward this week whether there's any significant movements up or down. That has followed Bitcoin, as Bitcoin has been sideways trading between 23,000, 24,000, where Bitcoin has been trading. And I do have my Bitcoin prediction still of a drop. So we'll see whether that comes into play or not. We did this last week, just looking at what the possibilities could be. And right now, Bitcoin may still be following that prediction. We will see. When it comes to the markets going down, though, that creates buying opportunities. And with buying opportunities, you can get more for your money of cryptocurrency, which plays into how you can make $1 million with Doge. Because the more you can buy at a lower price, the sooner you could become a millionaire. So we'll be getting to that. But that's where we are right now with just a quick overview of the crypto market. And once we get through the news and such, we can talk about other altcoins, whatever else is on your mind. And as far as the stock market right now in the futures, S&P futures down a bit, NASDAQ futures down a bit as well. Tesla stock, it's Investor Day. A lot of people are all hyped about Investor Day, but I guess the investors weren't too happy with what was being said. It's nice to talk about this sustainable future, and by 2050, we could have a sustainable world. It's all electric. But the investors want to know what's happening right now with your cars and how I'm going to make money by having your stock. That's what investors want to know. Elon goes for the big picture. I get that, but they want the specifics. When is the Cybertruck going to be out for sale? How many are going to be made? What's with this new Model Y 2024? What's it going to look like? What about these robo-taxis, right? What do those look like? You're not showing us that stuff. You got a new Roadster. What does it look like? When is that going to start production? That's what the investors want to know. So Tesla has dropped 5% in aftermarket because of Investor Day. Still up quite a bit for the year, but the immediate shock of that down. So there's a little bit of that. So Elon's going to have to work his way out of that in terms of cryptocurrency top 10 cryptos. Here's Dogecoin, number 8 still, right above Matic, which is good. After all of this FUD going on and the bear market and people saying Dogecoin is done, well, guess what? Dogecoin is still number 8 in overall market cap. So that shows you the support that Dogecoin has, as well as this 8-cent line that Doge will not trade under. It's going to take quite a bit of a drop, most likely in Bitcoin, for Doge to drop below 8 cents. So for those waiting to buy on a dip, 8 cents might be it. Again, unless we see a huge drop in Bitcoin, because there's nothing about Dogecoin itself that's going to cause it to drop on its own. Dogecoin can always take off on its own, but it's not going to drop on its own. It's going to go with the market. And that's why I think Dogecoin is poised in a really good position to perform very well going forward. That's just how I see Doge. Heat map right now over the last day, generally in the green. BNB is down because there's a lot of FUD on Binance out there going on. So BNB has gone down. Filecoin is in the dark green. That one's been moving. Aave's been moving. And then one that I follow is Urine Finance. That one has been moving. But for the most part, it's small percentages. But for the day overall, not bad, generally in the green, although we are seeing a little retracement this evening, but looks like, Doge is back up to 815, so coming back up. So we're still in this sideways pattern. That's where we are in the short term. Dogecoin becomes the latest payment option for unstoppable domains. That's right. Well, it's, the domainers, they've been using cryptocurrency for a long time. I have invested in a number of domain names. I was investing in that about 5 or 6 years ago. And domain investing is worldwide. And people have been using cryptocurrency in the domain business because it's a fast way to send payments anywhere around the world without having to deal with the banks and the wiring and the delays and all the fees and in sending payments overseas, to other countries. And cryptocurrency just cuts right through that, right? Well, now Unstoppable Domains, they're getting into Web3. They're creating domains and websites for those that want to work in Web3, directly connecting wallets to that. And so if you want a .nft domain or anything like that, Unstoppable Domains is the place to go. And guess what? They're now accepting Dogecoin as payment. That's right. You can pay for your Web3 domain with Dogecoin. That's right, with Dogecoin. So just another one, another one that is accepting Doge. And they actually tweeted out, it was down here at the bottom of this article, who let the Doge out? We did. So that was their tweet about it. It was great for Dogecoin. Company urges its users to add their preferred NFT to their cart and experience the new Doge payment option for getting your NFT domain. So for those that are moving into Web3, here's a great opportunity with Unstoppable Domains. Dogecoin. So how's Dogecoin trading? Well, right now there's this Elliott wave sequence that FX Street has looked at, and this wave sequence earlier, and this was probably around the middle of February, they were predicting this kind of movement, up and down movement, and it's done some of that up to now. But with that wave, if it does continue, we could see a double drop. And if Doge actually does that double drop, it comes down to, it's about 7.3 cents or so. So it would be below that 8-cent line, which is up here, if it continues to follow it. So how some of these patterns play out. sometimes it actually follows it. And if Doge does, we could see this dip down here into the mid to low sevens. So that's why they're saying here that it's that decline is not good if we follow this. So that's what they're showing right now. I don't know. I don't put a lot of stock into these waves and these different patterns and things, because every day is a new day. There could be a piece of news that comes out that influences it, that goes against what the pattern is. But there's the pattern, and we could be coming up onto a dip here later this week in March. So that's what that is looking at. So watch out for that. Dogecoin making a recovery in 2023. That's right. For year to date, Doge is up. As are most cryptocurrencies. We go back here to Coin Market Cap and we look at Dogecoin, and we click on year to date. Let it load up here. Year to date right there. And so we're in the green on Doge for year to date, because we started at it was about 7 cents, and we're up to 8.1 cents now. So we are in the green. Probably not as much percentage-wise as Bitcoin and some others, but Doge has been holding its own, and again has moved up from number 10 in total market cap now to number 8 in total market cap. So that's very strong. Good for Dogecoin. So here we are. What are we going to talk about? Can Dogecoin still fulfill your dreams of making $1 million? This courtesy of Watcher Guru. If you follow Watcher Guru on Twitter, I recommend it. They post some interesting thoughts and ideas about cryptocurrency and other news, as well as Dogecoin. Also follow me on Twitter, Kriss at Kriss. So do give me a follow on Twitter. I posted the intro video to Tesla Investor Day today. This very cool video that started with this sort of a shape of a car, and how that shape of the car then became this whole Tesla logo. So that was pretty cool as an intro to Tesla Industry Day. So that was my latest tweet. But I tweet about all sorts of different things, but definitely cool visuals are one of those things that I really like to do. So there's that. So please give me a follow on Twitter at Kriss. So you want to be a millionaire, right? And you're thinking, well, you might have missed the boat already on Dogecoin, but have you? But what does it take? There's magic in numbers. Numbers are magical in the world of cryptocurrencies. Some can turn filthy rich in a short period. Others just holding it on for the long term. There's no rule book on how to become a millionaire in cryptocurrency. Let's look at Dogecoin. The meme coin skyrocketed to 73 cents in May of 2021, and they made early investors into millionaires. So people like Nick Ballas, he goes by Nick Balls, he bought crap ton of Dogecoin back in 2014 for 0.0007. That's right, 0007 per Doge. And when Doge took off in 2021, he was a millionaire. But can that stop you from becoming a millionaire? That's what we're talking about now. So right now, well, Dogecoin's at 8 cents. Might drop into the sevens. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Now that the boat has sailed and Dogecoin is down 90% from its all-time high, can the meme currency still make you earn $1 million? Well, here's the key right there. Dogecoin is down 90% from its all-time high, meaning that it can climb back up, right, to that all-time high, and it'll take a lot more than 90% to climb back up from where we are now. So there's that. So if you buy Dogecoin on that Elliott wave dip at 7.3 cents, let's say, right? And you put $100,000 into Dogecoin. And I know Most of you don't have $100,000 sitting around, but if you did, and Dogecoin hit its all-time high of 7.3 cents again, that would be a 10x on your investment, and you'd be a millionaire. But it takes you 100K to do that. So most don't have 100K. I get that. So what do? Well, dollar cost averaging, right? This is going to take a long time here. We're still in the red tonight, going down to 8.09, but let's zoom out. Let's take a look at this. So here's where we are right now. We're going sideways from June right up until Elon bought Twitter in October. Doge was trading sideways. And where was Doge trading sideways? It was in the sixes, dipped down to like 5.75. That was a great accumulation period right there for accumulating Doge. And some of you I know were buying some Doge in that period. But then we had this excitement of Elon buying Twitter. Doge took off to 15 cents, has bounced down. It even dipped right in December down to 6.9 cents. And if you've been watching me, you know that I bought some right there, bought some Doge, and then I bought some more here at 7.9. So I'm continuing to buy Doge on my path to having 1 million Dogecoin. That's my target, is 1 million Dogecoin. And I'm over halfway there now. So I'm looking for more dips. And if Dogecoin dips down to 7.3, I'm going to be continuing to add. My prediction this year for Doge is for Doge to continue to go sideways, probably for the next 5 or 6 months, unless there's some other big catalyst like we had back here, like Elon buying Twitter, that caused Doge to jump. Otherwise, Doge is going to be following the rest of the cryptocurrency market, like I said earlier. Right now, I don't see any of these big catalysts right now. The SpaceX Doge 1 project, that mission probably isn't until August at the earliest, right? So that's still almost 6 months away. We just talked about Tesla. Tesla has a lot of work to do in trying to get its whole to get it all figured out in their cars. They don't need to be accepting cryptocurrency as payment for cars because they're selling a lot of cars as it is. They just sold their like 4 millionth Tesla car or something this week, which is a big deal. So I don't see Tesla announcing Dogecoin acceptance for a Tesla car. And Twitter, we've been talking about, that's probably going to be delayed too in terms of accepting cryptocurrency onto the Twitter platform. So you put all that together and you just say, you know what? Now is just a time to accumulate Dogecoin. These big bull runs are going to come, but they're going to come a bit in the future. So wealth is created in the bear markets. And I did a video about this a few months ago. Wealth is created in the bear markets. You accumulate in the bear market and you'll wait it out. You got to have patience. Not financial advice, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. And I'm saying I'm going to be a millionaire in cryptocurrency in probably 1.5 years from now. That's my target. Summer of 2024, I'm going to be a millionaire in cryptocurrency. Now I'm diversifying. I'm not just solely buying Dogecoin, but I still have a target of 1 billion Doge. And I'm going to get there in the next few months. But I'm going to be just buying the dips because that's what I do. I buy the dips. I know some people just set the dollar cost average every week, every Monday or Sunday at a certain time. I'm just going to buy whatever the price is. But I'm a trader. And so I like to watch the charts because I always do. And I look for the dips. And when I look for the dips, I look for these tails that come down and I say, okay, there's time to buy. Now, will it go lower? It might. And if it goes lower, then I'll be down on that. But that's okay because I'm looking for, these big runs to happen. And when those big runs happen, what I buy at 7.9 is going to be double in the price when Doge gets up to 16 cents. A 2x is a pretty good return on any investment. You look at stocks traditionally have always looked for 8 to 10% profit or gains in a year. That's the traditional stock market, 8 to 10% a year. But in crypto, we've been spoiled by these bull runs that have gone on, and people want this immediate profit as soon as they buy something. And then when the market slows down and it's going sideways for a while, people get bored and it's this is garbage, I'm going to sell it. That's not how you become wealthy. That's not how you make money. You got to have patience. If you believe in what you're investing in, because you are putting your money into it, so you got to believe in it somehow, right? So you put your money in and you wait and you be patient, and those things will come. Elon is giving us little hints, right? Who let the Doge out, right? His Shiba Inu pup becoming a CEO of Twitter, right? These are all little winks. Like, I'm still thinking about you, Doge family. I'm still thinking about you. Can't do it right now, but the time will come. That's how I'm reading that. So, accumulating more Doge. But I'm also buying other projects too. Thanks to Mr. Bullrun. Thank you. How are you doing tonight? What's up? Welcome, welcome. That is, I feel good about other things, other projects that I'm buying into, and some have actually gone pretty well so far. So glad I decided to do that, because even though we're doing a lot of sideways, there are some projects like Yearn Finance, and I've been showing you the Yearn chart that just is continuing to take off. So it's over $10,000 now, and I've got 6 of these puppies. So that's now worth 60,000. I'm like, yes. That's what's great about diversifying in different projects that you believe in, because you never know when one is going to take off. Here's Jasmine now back below 0.006, right? This was a target of 0.006. It dipped down below my blue line, 0.0579, which is where I was going to buy, and I didn't buy. I was not anywhere near a computer that I could be making that purchase there. I probably should have had a limit order set, but I didn't. But if Jasmine comes back down, I'm going to be buying some Jasmine. And why am I doing that? Because I know there's going to be some point in time, if I go to the daily on Jasmine, we're going to see back up here, 4 cents. So you can go from 0.005 to 4 cents. That's where it was right here. This was just in March. So just a year ago. That point there is almost a 10x from here. So, and these kind of coins can go on those runs. So I want to be ready to do that for some of these. Yeah, you say Jasmine's down and you need it to go up. I say, I want it to stay down a little bit longer so I can buy some. I want that one more dip to hit my buy spot. Because I wasn't ready to buy it over here in December. I was buying all my Algorand back here. And Jasmine was at like 0.0029. I missed that. And it's doubled since then. But that's okay. I'll wait for another little dip. We'll come down somewhere near. And then I'll be in the Jasmine. So we'll be hooting and hollering when Jasmine goes up. You and me to the moon. You and me. I think Bullrun's got some Jasmine too, right? I think you do. You bought some AVAX yesterday. Super bullets. You think AVAX is going to take over ETH? Wow. That's pretty bold. Here's AVAX chart, 1750. AVAX went on a little run here yesterday. And we were talking about dips on AVAX. Yeah, that was just this green chart, this green line. I'm on the daily now, but these are where I bought my AVAX on these dips. So I've got some AVAX and I'm ready to go with you, Bullrun. Ready to go with you on a run. You didn't miss a lot. We're talking about becoming millionaires. You want to join us, Martin? We can be millionaires. It's going to take us a little while, though. It's going to take us a little while. Thanks for the super sticker, Bull Run. Appreciate it. You've got 1 million Jasmine? 1 million Jasmine. Okay. We'll see how much I end up getting. We'll see how much I get. And AVAX is king. So you got some Avalanche too to the moon? Good. So we'll be partying together. Avalanche, Jasmine. I've got my algo. I'm happy with that. Algo's been a little down this week, but that's okay. I know it'll come back because I have patience. I've got patience. If I 100x my entire investment, we're going to the moon for real. Okay, 100x. I'm excited too, but I'm also patient, and I know how this is. I know how this goes. So we're still in this kind of bear market kind of thing going on, trading sideways. Avalanche had a nice little run here. This was on Tuesday and then into Wednesday. So that's a nice little pump there. For Avalanche. Look at Kusama's going up a little bit today, which is good. Like that. And then Optimism has been going up for a bit. Kind of retrace. It's being up here at $3. But we're seeing a little downward action in Doge, Bitcoin at 23.5, a couple red candles, but still kind of following my prediction that we're going to see a little more downward action in Bitcoin here for the next couple days. So we'll see whether it follows that or not. This is the line I drew last week. So I keep it up here just to see whether it follows my prediction. We're going to see that dip or not. We'll see. To the moon. Thank you. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate it. You've been eyeing Phantom? I haven't looked at Phantom. That isn't on my radar. I know they've been doing well. People talking about Phantom today. Here we go. Yeah, so Phantom had a nice little pump here today. It had dipped down here to 42 cents and then came up to 47 cents. That's pretty good. Just for today, that's a nice little pump of 10%. That's pretty good. Especially when everything else is going sideways, but Phantom had actually been dropping here. We can see that. So yeah, if you picked up right here at 42, 43 cents, that's a pretty good dip. That's buying on the dip right there. If you were able to catch that. So we'll circle that and we'll keep that in mind. So that's what I do. I buy on the dips. When I target a coin that I'm interested in, I look for this kind of action and then buy on the dip. Phantom isn't on my list though. That's not one, but we'll continue to watch it on the channel because you guys are interested in it. And then Hedera hash graph right now, I'm not buying yet. And I know it's been coming down quite a bit, but I think it's going to continue to come down for another week or so because there's a lot of options that are unlocking. And I think there's going to be a lot of selling going on. So what happens is if you're airdropped a bunch of coins, let's say, and I don't know if that's how this happened with HBAR, but if you're airdropped a bunch, then you have to hold on to them if they set that up that way for a certain amount of time. And that option there then expires, and that's expiring. And there's a bunch of HBARs that might be flooding the market here as people sell. So in anticipation that even after the run that HBAR has been on, which I think was kind of more of an artificial run because there wasn't any big news that came out about Hedera Hashgraph, but you can see that there was profit taking going on and it continued to drop. And I think in another week or so, we're going to see it maybe down below 6 cents is my guess on Hedera. So if you're looking to get into Hedera, I would hold on and I would buy it around this 5.8 cent line, somewhere in here. That's what I'd be looking at. So Phantom looks tasty. Yep. Thank you, Bull Run. Appreciate it. Trying to have a lot of fun here. Just even in the bear market, you still got to have fun, right? You can't get all down about crypto, right? This is the time to prepare for the future. Again, history is never an exact indicator of what's going to happen in the past, but everyone's talking about it. The next bull run in crypto. And it's going to happen. But it may take a little while. We kind of got spoiled in January because a lot of crypto went up in January and we were having a good time in February, a little bit down, although Bitcoin just ended up breaking slightly above even at the end of the month. But March may not be so good of a month. So that's what we're looking at right now. It's just holding on, buying the dips, and preparing for the next bull run. And I'll be right here with you guys for that, because that's going to be great. But right now we're going to talk about, again, this is the time that wealth is created when things are down. There's blood in the streets, right? And you've got red candles posting. That's when you buy. You don't sell. You don't sell when things are going down. You buy. Just the news on Hedera, I think it's going to come lower. I think there's going to be some more selling going on in the next week, and then I'll be looking to buy some. I have some of this from like a year and a half ago, and I'm way down on that. So I'd like dollar average and get some more of this, because I think there's going to be a good project in the future. Their tokenomics right now just not looking good. So I'm waiting on that. You're waiting for them to release those H bars, then I'll buy more for sure. That's what I'm doing. That's my plan. Let's get 50 people on the live. Come on, hit that like. Thank you to the moon. Just a reminder, hit the like button. Appreciate that. Can't wait for the next bull run. I can't either. Thank you. We're in this together. So I've been trading stocks for many years, which is how I got so interested in charts. And I know a lot of people aren't chart people, so I try and keep it simple and don't get too technical on all this chart analysis stuff. I look at more trends and keep an eye on the news and what's going on in the news. So that's what I'm looking at. And the news right now is sideways trading, and here's Doge. It's just sideways trading. Are we going to see a dip back below 8 cents? Again, we could, and that's only if Bitcoin drops down here. Like if Bitcoin follows this white line down, drops below 23,000, and is going near 22,000, then you're going to be able to get some Doge at 7.5 cents. Maybe even down to 7, because that seems to be what that trend would be down to. 7.5, maybe down close to 7. 7.3 was the Elliott wave. For Martin and others that weren't here at the beginning, we looked at this Elliott wave that this article had. And so this is looking at if Doge follows some of these patterns, we could see Doge come down to 7.3 cents right there. And that would be in the next few days if Doge follows this Elliott wave pattern. So that's what we're watching. Yeah, we might see another quick dip. And it's probably going to be quick too. Hope it doesn't happen when I am away for my computer. You can set limit orders though. I've got a few set on a couple things. Hey Joey, how are you? What companies do you think would benefit from integrating Doge? Twitter, the number one, right? Just get it integrated in there, Elon. He can do that. I know he's got bigger things going on and we'll eventually get there, but a lot of it is just going to be the retailers, though, Joey. It's going to be the retailers, the big retailers. There's been a lot of talk about McDonald's, and McDonald's has kind of been hinting at things, but I don't think they have any intention of doing cryptocurrency. They don't need it. It's kind of a pain on their end from the business side. I've talked to some business owners that have been integrating cryptocurrency as a payment, and there's a lot of work they've got to do on their side to figure out how they're doing wallets and things like that if they actually want to accept cryptocurrency. Some of them just sign up through BitPay, and BitPay takes care of all the cryptocurrency stuff. And them as a retailer, they don't even have to take cryptocurrency. They can just take cash from BitPay, and then BitPay keeps the crypto or resells it or transfers it or whatever they're going to do with it. So that's how AMC, I think, works. I don't think AMC actually takes crypto. BitPay takes the crypto, and then they just pay AMC in cash. Mark Cuban said for Dallas Mavericks that he's taking the crypto, but he didn't say what kind. He could just be taking Bitcoin, even though people are paying with Dogecoin, because BitPay allows that option for retailers as well. But I just think over time, as technology continues to grow, the world becomes more digital, this cryptocurrency thing is just going to be bigger and bigger. We're still early. I think we're still early. Which ones are going to end up being the ones that make it in the long run, we'll see. I think Dogecoin has as good a chance as any because it's a proof of work cryptocurrency. It was a fair launch. There were no airdrops. There were no pre-sales. They're not tokens. Everything that makes Bitcoin not a security, well, Dogecoin is not a security as well. It's now considered like an OG, cryptocurrency, been around since 2013. And, did you notice? Dogecoin, number 8 cryptocurrency in total market cap. It's number 8 again. So that's pretty good. So all this talk about SEC regulation and all that, I don't think Dogecoin has anything to worry about there. I don't see how the SEC could deem Dogecoin to be a security. Passing the Howey test or whatever that is. I don't understand all that. It's so open to interpretation. This Howey test is something that's like 50 years old. But that's what we have. So we'll play it from here. Again, I'm just looking at the dips. And we'll be buying more. So buy the dip says, let's get those dips. That's right. You got it. 100% at buy the dip. Buy the dip. So that's what we have for tonight. You want to be a millionaire? You got to put in the effort, and that's putting the effort now in a bear market, because that's how wealth is made. Buy in the bear market, and then you'll wait for the bull market to happen. And then when the bull market starts happening, then we're going to talk about how to take profits, because I don't want to do what I did last time with Doge, held it all the way up to 73 cents and all the way back down. And I still have that Doge. So I didn't gain anything from that other than I'm still up like 4x, 4 times on that initial Doge that I bought, which is good, but it's still all theoretical because it's not real, because I didn't take any cash out and spend it on anything, buy anything with it. Well, I bought a few things, right? I got my Cybertruck whistle, right, that I bought with Doge, and saw some AMC movies spending some Doge. But that wasn't taking profits. So. Hey, Mark, do you think the Fed might raise 50 basis points? And if so, is it already priced in? Good question. I think the FOMC meeting is until towards the end of March. I think by when they released their notes from the February FOMC, I think there was enough chatter about 50 basis points that could be, but I don't think there was any big dip that sort of priced in 50 basis points. So no, I don't think it's priced in. And I do kind of think March is going to be a red month in crypto. And that's going to be a number of different things. But the FOMC near the end of March is probably going to be, it's going to turn down, unless it turns down before then. And people start realizing before then, as it's coming up, that that's what it's going to be. And then you're going to see some selling. So we should see that. You think Doge will get up to $1? Doge kind of goes on its own, though. If Doge is going to go to $1, in my opinion, it's not going to be when other cryptos are running. It's going to have a mind of its own because of some huge thing that happens, like a SpaceX thing or a Tesla thing. Because it's going to be that kind of momentum. It's going to get Doge up to $1. Doge isn't going to go up to $1 if it's just following the crypto market. Just look at it. Look at it. We're at 8 cents right now, right? Just to get to 80 cents would be a 10x. And that's not to $1, that's to 80 cents. Well, look where Bitcoin is, 23,500. If Bitcoin did a 10x from here, it'd be at $235,000 a Bitcoin. So $235,000 a Bitcoin would be a 10x from here for Bitcoin. So I don't see the whole crypto market going up 10x. Not anytime soon. There are some people talking like, oh, Bitcoin's going to be $1 million a coin by 2030. Okay. I think they're using these adoption curves and cryptocurrency adoption, but I don't think price is relevant directly to adoption. It probably was sort of at the beginning, but I think we're past that now. And I don't think you're going to see those, like Plan B did this chart of this adoption of Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin would be $1 million a coin by 2030. I don't see it. I know George on Cryptos R Us was showing that the other night on his stream, and I was just like, no, George, I don't see that happening. But again, you never know. You never know with these things. So, oh, sorry, didn't understand that. Well, again, Doge can pump. And we saw in April of 2021, Bitcoin was already going down when Dogecoin took off. So it wasn't following Bitcoin. It was going on its own. If Doge ever got to 98 cents, you'd make $1 million. You want $1 million after taxes. Oh, okay, AMR. Well, you're getting a little greedy there, but after taxes, right? So you get $1.3 million. You got to shoot for $1.3 million. Good luck. The other advantage of buying now and waiting, especially in the United States, is that when you do eventually sell and you've owned it, you've held it for over a year, it's a long-term capital gain instead of short-term. So it's a lower percentage that the government takes in taxes. So there's that too. So don't be buying Dogecoin when it's going up to 30, 40 cents already, when you can buy it now for 8 cents. And we see another little red candle happening here. It might be even less. So when everything takes off, Doge still sitting below 10 cents. It'll be hard for people not to throw their money into Doge. And that's the time Doge can get to $1. That's true. People will FOMO in. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then with Twitter adoption, yeah, Martin. We could see that. And Elon, he's going to do it. In some manner, he's going to do it. Because we know he likes cryptocurrency. And he can do what he wants with Twitter. It's a private company now, and he owns it. So, yeah. A lot of good things going on, even though we're in a bear market. So that's where we are. Okay, gang, that's it for tonight. Again, Appreciate the support. I'm on every night, 9 o'clock. I'm going to be here all through the bull market, through the good and the bad. And we're going to keep talking about what we're doing. I'll let you know what I'm buying, what I'm looking at, price targets and all of that. We'll be doing more of those as well. And additionally, after this, I put on my 24-hour stream. So the charts will be back on. So I'll put that back on. And also follow me on Twitter again at ChrissPax. If you're on Twitter, appreciate that. I've applied for my blue check mark. Just wait for that to come in. So check me out on Twitter, and hope to see you there. So have a good evening. Hope to see you tomorrow night as well. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.